Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long was 1975. A YouTuber on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long was 1975.
To Long Post 1975 and welcome to another Fat Friday video. Series of videos where I take a look at some of the more interesting things you can find to eat in the high street. I apologise that there was no Fat Friday last week. I basically spent all of Friday in bed. It was quite depressing actually. I didn't feel too good and it was hot as tits. But I'll save how hot it is today for when we get to the weather. Anyway, what do I have to talk about this week? Someone said to me, since they know how incredibly disappointed I was, Mike has gone already, Pavlov's dogs and all that guff, how incredibly disappointed I was with the twisted giant Yorkshire pudding filled with Yorkshire pudding filled with lasagna, because on paper that's just absolutely fantastic and it was just bland. It's not the worst lasagna I've ever had. I really am dying here, even talking about bland food, and I am dying here. But it was just, it had so much potential for so much more, especially when you consider that their original product I tried, which was the XXL pig in blankets, they were fantastic. I really liked those. When I went to Iceland today, my own favourite adult playground, which is oddly enough where I got this, you already know what it is, you've seen the title and you've seen the picture. There was a big piece of paper on the inside of the window pointing out that said product recall, XXL pigs in blankets, foot-long pigs in blankets. And I thought, well, that's kind of interesting, because when I went in there, they were still for sale. So, I don't know, maybe it was a new batch or something like that, but I wouldn't have eaten them. However, when I did eat them, they were alright. And a couple of people sent me a message saying, no, dude, seriously, try their XXL cheeseburger kebabs. They're really quite nice. So, I always like to listen to my audience, and if you recommend stuff, then I will give it a try. So I picked them up today. I had seen them before, and I do like kebabs. And to be fair, they are quite chunky. Also, I'm a big fan of when shit comes in its own foil tray, so you can bang it straight in the oven. However, we don't know that yet normally, because when it says that shit and you read the back, it tells you to take it out of the tray. So why is it put it in a foil tray? Anyway, so Twisted 2 XXL double cheeseburger kebabs, as seen on social media. Apparently they have 4 million, 5 million. What does it say? Doesn't say on it, just says as seen on social media. Apparently they got a massive social media following, but as I said when I did the Yorkshire pudding, I've never seen them on social media. Anyway, it comes with a sauce as well. It is 480 grams and it costs a lot of fucking money. No, that was £6. That's £3 a kebab. It better be bloody good for £6. But I've not seen any reviews of this or anything like that. And generally when I do try something for the first time, I avoid reviews anyway. So not, you know, kind of contaminate my own opinion and stuff like that. I am dying. Unserious food tastes seriously good. We're Twisted. A team of food-obsessed pioneers with one mission to make food as fun and social as possible. Over 40 million followers can vouch for that. First of all, do they really? Can they? 40 million of them? Don't think they will, based on your previous entry. Although I'm not going to write this one off. Plus 40 million. Well, where are you? Why haven't I seen you? 40 million is a lot. Let's have a look at the ingredients. Pork, 35%. Beef, 22%. So it's a cheeseburger, but the first ingredient is pork. Cheap. Cheddar cheese, and coloured cheddar cheese. Good to know that, coloured cheddar cheese. So basically your first two ingredients, I'm still dying here, I can see mustard in there as well. Your first ingredient is pork, which you don't really associate with a cheeseburger. Second ingredient is beef, it's quite low. Then it's grated cheese and coloured cheddar cheese, I should say. Coloured cheese, cheese sauce, powder, amatio, I don't even know what half these words are. Potato starch, Yeah, anyway, you want to read it, read it. I don't know why I'm bothering to read it. There's nothing hot in there. But yeah, pork is your first. That's a fail. Pork is your first meat and you're supposed to be a cheeseburger. What is in the sauce? It doesn't tell me what's in the sauce. Fat. What is this for? Per 100 grams. Per 100 grams. Per half pack. We'll go with half pack. Energy. 477. Fat. 33 grams. 66 grams. That's all right. Robert can handle that shit. He handles that shit for me. He also says hello. Hello. Where are we? Of which saturates 14. Carbohydrates 5.5. Again, double all these. Of which saturates 1.2. Of which sugar? Sorry, fiber 1. 2 grams of fiber. Yeah. Protein 37 and salt 1. Hey, salt's quite low, to be fair. Anyway, how to cook. Defrost in a refrigerator. Ain't got time for that shit. Barbecue from defrost. Ain't got time for that shit. Serves to, see, I don't like this. Serves to 30 to 35 minutes. First of all, it serves 1. What it serves to? It serves me and rubber. But I guarantee that won't be the temperature I have to cook it for, because it also says oven and pan fry from defrost or oven from frozen. So it won't be that, because that's what I'll be doing, because I'm dying and I won't be able to fit them in the air fryer. But also preheat oven to 108 degrees Celsius for we can off the Fahrenheit. Gas mark 6. Remove from packaging, place in center of the oven and cook 45 minutes. I'm dying now, and all I've had today, and it is currently 25 to 1, and all I've had today is a small tin of beans on toast. Obviously I put hot sauce in it because I'm not a monster, and I grated hot and spicy cheese on it as well because I'm also not a monster. But 45 minutes turning once. Drain juices when finished. Put sauce in a cup of boiling water and drizzle over kebabs. I can do that. I can do that. And we're preheated. Are we preheated? Are we on 180 degrees Celsius? Yes, we are. Do these smell through the packaging? No, they don't. Also, yeah, sorry, last week, some person left in my comment section, in a rather smug, condescending manner, on a video that was old. It was the peri peri chicken wings from Iceland, and he said, you can't smell them through the packaging, because A, they're frozen, and B, they're sealed in plastic. Mate. Yeah, if you're watching this, I don't know what shit passes for a piss poor sense of smell in your head, but you can smell shit through the packaging, and you can also smell frozen food if it is seasoned. And if you don't believe me, Google "can you smell food through the packaging?" and they explain it in all its glory. So yeah, choke on that, mate. Sorry, just no interest in the video or anything like that. Just have to point out for that one bit that I was wrong. And clearly, why would I say you can smell it through the packaging if you couldn't smell it through the packaging? I have to say, when we get these up close and personal, I still think, well, I've got windy pops, I'm hungry. I still think that £6 is quite expensive. That's certainly not enough sauce, is it? Look at that. Look at it in the pot. And that's what it gives us. I'm assuming that's Big Mac sauce as well, because you can make Big Mac sauce, or you can advertise it as Big Mac sauce, because apparently the patent ran out on it years ago. But yeah, because it looks like it's got bits of gherkin in it in shit. But that's a bit poor. However, that is quite beastly. And also, if you look carefully, you can see the cheese in it. So I'm sold with that. It may be more pork than it is beef, but I do like the fact that it's infused with cheese. Right, let's get my watch. And we'll bang this in the oven. But once we've done that and we've banged it in the oven, to pass some of this 45 minutes, I'm going to show you a couple of new additions to both Eddie's Bar and Crisp Corner. Anyway, right, let's bang you in. Oh, sorry. Should have bought a bigger air fryer. Probably am going to buy a bigger air fryer. Right, clock. Yoink, come on, stopwatch. And bosh. So, obviously 45 minutes, 22 and a half minutes, I will be flipping those bad boys. Anyway, to try not to lose my sauce, it's so fucking small I won't find it. Let's have a look at what I've got in Crisp Corner. This week in Crisp Corner, Someone recommended them to me. They were absolutely tiny, but basically they're in B&M, and it's Henderson's Relish, established 1885, so apparently they've got form. Hendo's soya and potato spicy snack, strong and northern. Basically, their Worcestershire sauce, if it was on crack. Yeah, there you go. Bottle of said sauce, if you don't believe me. But why are they so small? This isn't a multi-bag. This is the size of the bags on the shelf, and this was 75p. However, in Marks and Spencer's, I saw hand-cooked sea salt and sherry vinegar crisps, because as you know, I start work at 9:30, but I don't go to lunch till 3:15 in the morning. So a whole big fat ass bag of crisps and a giant bottle of Lucozade are how I postpone, my lunchtime. But normally when they say sea salt and then it's like white wine vinegar or something like that, sherry vinegar. So basically it's just posh salt and vinegar crisps. These were like £2 and change. However, fucking love salt and vinegar crisps, absolutely adore it. So if it's a different variation of vinegar that I have not tried, dying here, then I am all over this. The other one I got from Marks and Spencer, I just realised that it says reduced fat. I don't care about that. Robert handles that shit. I try not to fall over then as well. Reduced fat, full of flavour, honey roast ham. So basically, they're posh bacon flavoured crisps. And I like to buy bacon flavoured crisps because the thing about bacon flavoured crisps is, it's called ham, but obviously it's pork bacon, is you can tell a good bacon crisp if it doesn't start fucking repeating on you exactly 13 seconds after you eat it. Plus, it is in their posh range. This was £1.85, I believe. So obviously, I'm going to give those three bad boys, a crack to see if they're any good. Anyway, let's see what I've got in Eddie's Bar this week. Welcome to Eddie's Bar. Yeah, 2 entries for Eddie's Bar. I wasn't going to buy anything. I keep trying to keep it, trimmed down to size and stuff like that. However, last week, because even though there wasn't a Fat Friday last week, I was in Marks and Spencer's. You can see I've got 2. I've future-proofed myself. I bought this one earlier on today. This is about £1.85, and it's in their summer range of mayo, which is why I future-proofed myself, because I liked it so much. I guarantee it's not a permanent addition, but it's salt and vinegar flavoured mayo. Now, I am aware that salt and vinegar are key ingredients in mayonnaise, but what this basically is, it's making me fucking salivate like a bastard, it's salt and vinegar, really strongly flavoured salt and vinegar mayo. I haven't tried it in a tuna sandwich, but I bet it's fantastic. But I have had it on chips and nuggets, and it's amazing. And the chips I had it on with Tesco's salt and vinegar. I'm dying here. That's how good this is. Salt and vinegar flavoured chips. So they're actually salt and vinegar flavoured chips, and I covered them in this, and it was fucking phenomenal. If you go to Marks and Spencer's, you need to buy this. Now, the other one I bought is this. Crucial's Hot Stuff. This was in the range, I can't tell you how much it is, I wasn't paying attention to checkout, I haven't got a receipt, but this is a hot sauce I used to buy about 4, 5, maybe even 8 years ago. It used to be in the world food section of supermarkets, like Asda and Sainsbury's and Tesco's, and it's just like a generic table hot sauce, and it's only a free chili rating, but it's just so good. It's so nice. You can put it on everything and in everything. And my favourite thing for doing with it was, dying here, is putting it in baked beans. So yeah, it doesn't look anything special, but I guarantee you that you should try this stuff. It's absolutely amazeballs. Anyway, let's have a look at the weather. It's about 27 degrees out there. Ordinarily, I would say that it's been that's depressing, but however, it's been cold, around about 16 degrees. Well, not cold. And pissing down with rain since Monday, and it's going to rain for the rest of the week from tomorrow onwards. So I'm fine with that. I can live with 27 degrees for one day, but I'm pretty sure the reason it's raining is I paid 40 quid to get the aircon redone in my car because it was out of gas. And so the minute I did that, because it was hot as tits before last Monday, the minute I did that, it started raining and being cold. However, to be fair, if I could pay 40 quid and it would be cold and rain for up to 2 weeks, then I'd pay 40 quid and it would be cold and rain for up to 2 weeks. Anyway, so what do I have to talk about this week? Well, if you saw on Facebook, you will see that I saw Indiana Jones and the Dial of Disappointment last week. I wasn't going to go and see it. I had no interest in seeing it. There are only 3 Indiana Jones movies. It's the perfect trilogy. They literally ride off into the sunset at the end. But my mate said, if I pay for you, will you come with me? And since it was a really fucking hot day, I thought I can sit in the cinema for 2.5 hours, which is half an hour longer than this movie should be. And it's not doing very well at the box office, is it? Its Thursday night preview was 7 million. Bearing in mind, this is a $300 million movie. So it's going to have to make about 900 million to a billion in order to break even, because it's had numerous reshoots and, you know, changes and stuff like that, which it looks like when you watch it, because you can tell it's been bolted together out of a couple of different variations of the same movie. But yeah, so it currently is on, I think its opening weekend was about 70 million, which sounds great, but it is not. And all I can say is I enjoyed The Flash more than this movie. In fact, The Flash treats old Batman with far more fucking respect than they treat old Indiana Jones. It reeks of Kathleen Kennedy's claws all over it, and obviously Phoebe Bull, I Don't Need No Man, was a co-writer on it as well, which you can tell. All the leaks were true. Now, here's the thing. If you like this movie, that's fine. Good for you. You're allowed to like it. People have been bashing me because I said I thought it was shit. Here's the thing. It is shit. That's my personal opinion. It is shit. I'm not going to give away too much. I am going to give you spoilers, but I'm going to tell you why I didn't like it. Again, if you like it, good for you. At the start of the movie, we have a fucking completely broken, depressing, borderline alcoholic loser Indiana Jones. His son enlisted in the Vietnam War just to piss him off. Why is that a thing? Why is that a plot point? Just to piss him off, and then died. So he's riddled with guilt. And Marion Ravenwood has left him. He's retired because no one's interested in his teachings anymore like that. They just literally set up a completely broken old loser Indiana Jones. Like, that's not why you go and see an Indiana Jones movie. The first 20 minutes are tolerable. I say tolerable because as much as I hate Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, that feels more like an Indiana Jones movie than this does. Seriously, the warehouse scene in that feels way more than anything in this like a true Indiana Jones movie. Because the start of this, which some people are saying is fantastic, don't stare at his mouth, because then the whole illusion of the de-aging is broken. Also, they do the standard cover-up shit CG by making it really, really dark. You can clearly see that his young head is on an old body and he's got old Indiana Jones voice. It's like, I didn't need this. To be fair, I should have refused to go. And then Phoebe Waller-Bridge comes along and she's just fucking amazing. We knew this was going to happen. She's absolutely amazing. Granted, she does have a reason to have a beef with Indiana Jones, but she comes along and literally does everything better than he does and gets to it first, and then brags about how fucking great she is. Smart, witty, intelligent, beautiful. Yeah, I don't think you are, love. Seriously, not. I can't extend the the illusion of any further than irritating. She's got an assistant who's supposed to be like short round 2 or part 2, I should say, which just isn't even fucking needed. Apparently, he can just fly a plane as well. But the whole point is, oh, and also she lectures Indy and shit like this. She lectures him and stuff like this about how bad and shit, but she steals and then tries to sell it to the highest bidder and leaves him for dead. And the time travel element is just fucking retarded. It's stupid. All I'm going to say is to the Germans at that point, why didn't you just pull up? Just pull up. But the ending is just like, yeah, I don't want to go back to the future. Oh, no one likes me. I'm a miserable old man. Complete. This is 2.5 hours of character assassination of a beloved guy. So yeah, he wants to stay in the past and die. So she punches him, knocks him out, and takes him back to the future. Then Marion Ravenwood returns, and then they try and kind of redo the scene from Raiders, where he's kissing her and shit like this, and like the bit. I mean, on the boat, and there it ends, and you're kind of like, is that it? Is that it? It's. I knew it was going to be shit, because we knew once they confirmed it that all the leaks were right, it was just going to be a depressing character destruction. But Fucking hell. Honestly, you want to watch, you like it, good for you. You want to watch it, my advice would be, especially if you haven't seen The Crystal Skull, in which case I envy you, just stick to the original three. They are three perfect fucking movies. It's a perfect trilogy. He's absolutely fantastic and amazing in it. In this, it's just constant fucking old man jokes, and he's crap because he's old. And my God, they make a point of fucking telling you that, and also obviously pointing out how great she is. I was so fucking disappointed by this movie. But hey, it was a really hot day and the aircon was alright. Well, despite how painful that was, ranting about Indiana Jones and opening up old wounds of the 2.5 hours I had to sit through that shit, it's done a pretty decent chunk of killing some time. Also, I forgot, obviously, although it's so warm in here, and I'm sweating like a prostitute on holy ground, this is just a formality, but I better bang that in there. You know, rules are rules. I have to live by them. Right, so we've got another 7 minutes before I can flip those bad boys, at which point it will be pretty much a pinch before 1 o'clock. So we're going to be around about 20 past 1. I can live with that, even though I'm absolutely starving and absolutely dying. So I'm going to carry on watching Great British Railway Journeys, although they're actually in America, so whether or not it's still called Great British Railway Journeys, I don't know. I didn't catch the start of it. And they just met the bloke, went to the place and showed you the person, you know, and his legacy, who invented basketball. Now, I remember when I lived in Montreal, I thought basketball was invented in McGill College, which was 2 blocks over from my apartment. Anyway, I don't know. I'm going to go and watch the rest of it. See you in a bit. Well, we're coming up to 22 minutes. I tell you what, when shit takes 45 minutes long, I should rant about more shit movies that have really pissed me off because they've destroyed something that I absolutely love from my childhood. Anyway, so we're going to get these bad boys out and we are going to flip them. It smells in here, when I say it like that, it smells, there's a cheesy element in the air, I can smell that. I wouldn't say I could tell if I was cooking burgers, but it's a pretty decent, pleasant smell. I mean, obviously there is going to be some seasoning in these things by themselves. And we won't just be, I'm still fucking dying, we won't just be relying on this bad boy. That's pretty much done. There you go. Right, so anyway, let's get these out of the oven, take a quick look, and obviously I'm going to flip them. So we're coming up to 22.5, obviously, is what I should be flipping it on, but fuck it, close enough. I had the other 20 seconds at the other end, so let's get this bad boy out. See if I can get away with it. I'm getting pretty good at getting away with it. Did he? Did he? I think he did, you know. Right. Actually, that smells pretty good. Right, so we've got to flip them. See, I'm going to put it up to 200 because that, to me, doesn't look like they're browning off enough. Are they brown on the box? Not really. What are we... Shutting the door is what we're doing. See, we're on 180. Oh well. Fuck it, we're going to have to put them back in then. Going up to 90. That's right. I'm living the fucking dream. Right, in you go. I guess I shouldn't panic because obviously we're only 20 minutes through, and obviously 45 minutes, as I said, excuse me, Winnie Pops, is quite a long time. Anyway, phone, another 22.5 minutes with an extra 20 seconds added on for good measure. Coming up to 45 minutes, I am absolutely starving. It does smell pretty resplendent in here. But again, I don't know if I'd say that I could immediately tell that, you know, you're cooking beef or something like that. It's just got a kind of, it's got a nice smell. And this sounds weird, and I know it's not got any of that in it. Well, maybe, no, because it's pork, isn't it? The main ingredient's pork. I was going to say, there's a little bit of a bacony smell going on in here right now. But then, like I said, to be fair, the main ingredient is pork, even though you advertise it as a cheeseburger. I'm sure it's got enough beef in it. I don't know how it works percentage-wise for you to be able to say that, you know, it is a cheeseburger. But, right, 45 minutes. Let's get this bad boy out of the... I might help if I stop that. Out of the oven. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit worried, you know, after seeing how it looked at the halfway stage, but, whew, Yeah, definitely smells of pork. That's a lot better, I would say, but hang on. Shut you, shut you. Right, I'm going to put you down and plate this bad boy up. Right. There is weight to them, I'm not going to lie. And obviously you can see that there's some sort of sauce or cheese substance coming out in there. But probably not the most appetizer looking thing. Anyhow, before we put the sauce on, product, picture. Product, picture. Well, let's put this on because these are the rules. This is a serving suggestion. What's this smell like? Sorry, Windy Pops. Yeah, it's Big Mac sauce. It's just got that Big Mac sauce taste going on, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Get out, you fucker. I would have liked more sauce. And since I actually cooked them on higher than the recommendation, I would have liked them to look a little bit more like the picture, but fuck it, let's try. Fire extinguisher of choice. Cloudy lemonade, Fanta. I love this stuff. The only downside to this stuff is they don't make a diet version, and myself and Robert don't want to get fat. In fact, why do you only make diet orange Fanta? They don't even make, well, I don't drink Lilt now. I'm still not drinking Lilt because it's branded as Fanta. But, because the Wokes claimed another one. But, why don't they make a diet version of that when all the supermarket knockoff versions of that are diets? Anyway, small things to complain about. Let's try this bad boy, right? So, twisted two double XL double cheeseburger kebabs. Right, so 2 tiers in a bucket. Fuck it. The outside's nice and crispy. The sauce is exactly like Big Mac sauce. Like, I could not tell the difference. Excuse me. Pig. I can tell you that I can taste that the predominant meat here is pork. I can also taste that there is cheese in it. And do you know what? Right? It's certainly not as bland as the failed last attempt with the lasagna in the Yorkshire pudding. This is not bad. This is actually really rather quite nice. I get that it's not gourmet food. I understand that. I understand, I was going to say it's cheap supermarket food, but it's not cheap because it's £6. But it's not bad. Definitely taste the cheese sauce in it. Cheese sauce, cheese, well, cheese, period. And it's alright. For £6, I would have preferred a lot more beef content, especially since it leans heavily on, unless you read it on the back, you would assume that your beef content, you know, because it's a cheeseburger, would be a lot higher than it is. Palate cleanse. But it's actually quite nice. It's messy, it's barbecue food, isn't it? Probably be banging on the barbecue. It's very messy to eat, but I don't know if I go as far as to say impressed with this, but surprised might be a better descriptive term, because I did not have high hopes for it. I know people recommended it, but it's alright. It doesn't look it to look at. But it's alright. Would I have it again? Not for £6. Not with a kebab you could get from a butcher's or something like that. Or make yourself with, you know, well, minced beef and stuff like that. If it was cheaper, I'd have it again. The sauce is absolutely banging, and again, you can taste the cheese in it. It tastes clearly more pork, and obviously it smelled more pork when I cooked it. And I would have preferred a higher beef because it's supposed to be a cheeseburger, granted in kebab form. Excuse me, Windy Pops. If it was around about £4, same weight, £2 a kebab, yeah, I'd have it again. Too expensive for £6, but considering how poor their last product was, I'm quite surprised at this. It's alright. It really isn't that bad at all as well. In fact, I go as far to recommend try it once. Just try it once, especially if you see it reduced. But yeah, alright, not bad. Not bad. I would like to see what it'd be like if I barbecued it. Anyway, it's always a love to know what you think, especially if you have tried this or a similar product or can recommend a similar product. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later.